I'm Neil Kapoor, your coach and consultant, helping you unlock your potential. Problems. They are an integral part of our lives, be it personal or professional. You might have a problem with regards to low sales, ineffective planning, poor operations, and controls in your businesses. Or you might be facing issues around maintaining relationships, surviving disabilities, self esteem issues, and maybe finance related problems in your personal lives. A problem can be any situation which prevents you from achieving something. But where there is a problem, remember, there must be a solution also. Having good and strong problem solving skills can make a huge difference to your career and your life. There are so many models and techniques around problem solving with different specialists advocating different approaches. In this video, I will share with you some secrets around problem solving. But before we proceed, click on that red subscribe button to make it gray and turn on all notifications from your learning channel, Neil Kapoor. So, problems are everywhere around you in all spheres of your lives. Many of you feel stressed the moment you hear the word problem. The moment you hear the word, you start looking for people, situation, or for anything else that you can blame it on and exit. Suddenly, facing the problem in itself becomes a problem. The first thing that you must do should be to take a deep breath. Calm down. With a calm mind, you can get more alternatives to consider during the problem solving. Believe me, you will be able to handle the problem solving in a much better manner than you would do if you were baffled. What to do? Whenever you are getting into a problem solving mode, asking question helps. And believe me, helps you a lot. Let me cite an example. Once, during a discussion at one of my organizations, I was faced with a problem of enhancing the data revenue, where our organization was the last one to enter the data market segment. I started out by preparing a list of questions which would help me collect all the details, which I should have before I actually define the exact problem. Many times, problems remain problems because you are so busy in finding ways to get away from the problem. It also means that you are looking at the things from your perspective only. You can read my blog post around looking at others' viewpoint or perspective on my blog at neeleshkapoor.com. When you are looking at a problem, it is required to take a lens and zoom out to look at the bigger picture. For example, if you are a small business of auto parts trading, you see that there is a declining trend in sales. A few questions that you must ask yourself would be, first one, what is changing in the industry landscape that I am a part of? Second, does my supply meets the changing needs of my customer? And third, what are a few changes which I can implement in my organizational sales strategy? Another situation that you are facing in your office can be around a team member who turns in the reports late regularly, even after constant reminders from you. Before reprimanding him or her, zoom in on the problem and ask yourself, what can be the other non-work related problems with this person? Second, which factor would be affecting or leading to his or her late report submission? Third, is there any way in which you can help him or her? A good tool to use for getting to the root cause of the problem would be the 5 why method. The 5 Why method was developed by a Japanese inventor and industrialist, Sakichi Toyoda. This method can be quite helpful in getting to the root cause of the problem by asking why 5 times, which would help in getting to know about the nature of the problem, identifying the factors around it, as well as lead you to a solution. Let us just hold it there. So far, we've talked about the first 3 secrets. First one being calm. Second, asking the right questions. And third, looking at the bigger picture. Following these secrets or the steps will help you in defining the problem and in understanding what is its benefit to everyone once this problem gets solved. Getting back to my experience that I shared earlier, this is exactly how this helped in getting me to a defined approach as to how to solve the problem of enhancing the data revenue for my earlier organization. The next aspect of problem solving would be to train your mind to be solution centric instead of being problem centric. In order to do so, there are many things which you should experiment with. A few of these can be: 1. Get insights from your team by brainstorming and asking what can be the ways in which this issue can be handled. Second, make a note of every way that is mentioned by your team members. Third step, share your ideas and thoughts with the team only after you have heard their ideas and thoughts. Fourth, pick the best idea, which might need some refining from the thoughts which the others have given. When we talk about this step, you have listed all the available options and selected the one which is to be actioned upon. The next step would be to document this approach with all the inputs that you have collected. This step would also help you to think through all the details while the documentation is being done and when you are looking into the implications of each step. I had made use of these and a few others and was able to zero in on the best problem solving approach that I could implement for my organization as well. So, working with the stakeholders spread across different states of India, I initiated action on it along with the team. The final step of problem solving, that would be prepare a measurement criteria. Monitoring the movement of the planned model for problem resolution and evaluation of the resolution in a defined time frame. You need to have milestones in the problem solving model to have some checks which might be required to be made a part of the model along the way. The data revenue had started showing a growth trend from the quarter that I had started working on the problem. The measurement criteria, that was the revenue from the data products. The milestones were being met and the organization was reaping its benefits. And of course, the stakeholders were achieving their incentives as well. Another important aspect to consider here would be around planning for any contingencies. Remember, nothing in this world is permanent, except, of course, change. How will you incorporate the changes in professional or personal domain which might come up? Maybe sometime in the future which you're not aware of right now. But you need to plan for that in advance. An example of this contingency would be how you were operating your business till February 2020. And the very next month, due to the pandemic, the market scenario, the consumer behavior, everything changed due to the lockdown. Of course, that was something no one had expected. But if you had done some contingency planning, it would help you in your problem solving process. When we were through with the data revenue project, the revenue which had been staggering at a similar rate for around 2 quarters started showing a growth and grew to around 12% in the next quarter and then kept moving up from there. Those were some of those secrets which I wanted to share with you. You can now choose to continue the way in which you have been working, or you might decide to take this route and make the necessary amendments in your course of action. There are many aspects related to problem solving which will be discussed in the program Business Essential Skills Training, or the BEST program. To attend the same, you can become a part of the Neil Kapoor Learning Community, or NKLC, by clicking on the link given below in the video description. Or you can share your details through my website neeleshkapoor.com. I'm sure the red subscribe button is grey now. If not, press that button and the bell icon for the notifications. Like the video, share with your contacts to stay connected. Keep watching, learning and growing. Take care and happy problem solving.